Choconnichi. Fuck. Why is it? Hold up. Choconnichi wa bitches. It's Choco Minato, FlaVR, forgetful fanatic. Wishing you a happy New Year's Eve. I'm fucking celebrating tonight. Fuck it. You know, I brought back the bourbon nog.
At Amanda Splat
I brought back the bourbon nog. I'm gonna need it tonight. Okay, so long story short, I did as I said I would do. I got some. There we go. I got some grinding in. Chrysler Key 6. So I am now up to the 60th floor of the Chrysler building that I got to off stream. I fought a unique boss. It was kind of annoying. And then I fought the boss to floor 70. And let me say that I never truly understood the phrase of like, curse this thing, it drives me to drink, up until about an hour ago. Because in my mind, right, there are certain things that you should never do in making an action game, even if it's a hybrid JRPG action game like this. And on top of that list is attacks with no counterplay. This attack is going to hit you, and there is literally nothing you can do about it. All you can do is have enough life to tank it. Which is, I feel like, the absolute worst offender of bad boss design. Right? So I just basically lost like an hour of progress, basically. And it's like, I've died to bosses before, right? But this reminds me why I hate JRPGs so fucking much, dude. You are, no matter how good you get, no matter how good you are at actually playing the game, if your number is just small, if your number is too small, then it doesn't matter. You are always playing the numbers game. Number must go up, right? Number must be big.
Said, sounds if number like too small, been then grinding away. I found this ancient gacha-like dungeon crawler was recently re-released on Steam, so I've been grinding away at unlocking my main.
Ancient gacha-like dungeon crawler recently re-released on Steam. Okay. Well, as long as you're having fun, that's all that matters, right? I'm not playing it because I ain't playing no fucking gacha, but hey, props to you, like, cheers, kanpai. Okay, so, alright, so, I'm at a point right now, right, where I can tell that at this point it is very deliberate that the enemies that you fight, that the encounters in the Grass Tower give you fuck all EXP. I'm assuming that's kind of the point, right? So if you want to actually do grinding, you have to go to the story mode, the plot dungeons, right? Where the enemies are easier, but you get more EXP per encounter, right? Is what I'm finding out here, right? So, man, let me just describe this encounter. Okay, so levels floor 70 boss, right? It's this giant fucking queen bee, right? And the queen bee is kind of slow. It can only kind of like juke to the left or right in terms of its movement. It's always on the top of the screen, right? And it has an attack where it fires a fucking energy wave, right? Which is very wide, but you can walk around it. But in order to circumvent that, it also fires these two little small boomerang projectiles things that crisscross. So if you maneuver incorrectly, you'll get hit by it, right? That's fine, I'm fine with it. It also is constantly spawning in ads, right? These worker bees, right? And the worker bees can either attack you from a pretty far distance, honestly, or they can heal the queen. Queen, by the way, has a lot of life and a lot of defense, right? It's basically a fucking tank, right? And you know what? All this by itself is fine. Enemy management, right? Crowd control, positioning, right? Because you gotta avoid the beams, avoid the bees. Line up your shots. I have AP, so I have to line up my shots, so I'm taking some shooting multiple things in one turn, right? Ease, that's all good. It's all well and good. However, when you get this queen bee to a low enough life threshold, I don't know what it is, maybe it's 30%, maybe it's 50%, I don't know what it is. I didn't scan the fucking thing, I wouldn't know. But when it gets low enough at a light, it realizes that this is an RPG that we're playing here. And it can cast its own spells. Now, it's not a new... Now, it's not something I haven't seen before, right? Because when you fight Eve, the final form of Eve, right? She also has this, right? She has this skill where she freezes the screen
Choco
and hits you with this fucking energy.
At JP's it said,
black
wow,
hole
you look
fucking
sleepy.
thing, whatever, I don't know. That completely freezes you in place, and it takes out a lot of your life, and it gives you a defense debuff, right? It fucking sucks to get hit by. But narratively, it makes sense, right? Eve is your Virgil. So if we're going by the basic premise of she is a Virgil, so she is like, I'm you but stronger, is the basic premise of the fight, right? It makes sense that she would have a move that would mirror you, the player, or rather Aya, but you, the player, when you are also casting your own spells, when you're doing your heal, or your haste, or your energy shot, or whatever, right? It makes sense that Eve would also have a skill like that that mirrors what you're doing. That's fine. Or rather, at least for Eve, that's fine, because it makes narrative sense, and it makes, I don't know how to explain it. It's like gameplay sense? Not quite gameplay sense, but like, as Eve's, and since Eve is your Virgil, and she is in this scenario playing by the same rules that you, the player, would also be playing by, that she has a move that has a similar effect to what you do. I mean, I'm fine with it. All that's cool. Great. So this fucking bee has that move, by the way. Instant cast, locks onto you. You cannot avoid it. Locks you in place. Permanent defense debuff. Well, not permanent. Well, it gives you a defense debuff, right? And it does like fucking 400 damage. Which at this point, where I'm at, I'm like level 37, I think. You can see my life in there. Like, I have 761 life, right? I leveled up once in Parasite Building, so I had like 700 and some change, but it doesn't matter. It was more than half my life. So that's number one. But the thing that I didn't know about, because when you're fighting Eve, you are only fighting Eve. Eve doesn't have any fucking ads. I didn't know this, but when you're getting hit by this unavoidable super move that locks you in place and does a lot and takes out a lot of your life and gives you a defense debuff, it does not freeze the game. When Aya uses spells, when I'm using my magic shit, it freezes the game, right? But when Eve does it, and when the speed does it, it freezes you, the player, but not the game. Which means that while you're in the middle of being completely stuck in place and cannot move, with your defense debuff, the Queen Bee's ads can hit you and heal the Queen Bee. Sometimes both at the same time, because she spawns multiple of them, right? The bee does. So I ended up in a position where I just got one shot. I got hit by the super move, and then the worker bees came and hit me one after the other while I was still frozen. Right? 1, 2, and then the damage from the super hits plus 400, and I fucking died. And I ran out of revives, right? Keep in mind, right? 400 damage, that's right here. That's a med 4. 400 HP, that's a med 4 right there. So every time I get hit by this thing, I have to immediately take a med 4. Because that immediately puts me at below half-life. It did. The more I play the Chrysler Building, the more I play this dungeon, the lower my opinion of this game drops, dude. I still like it. I still think it's cool. It's a nice vibe. I love the combat because of how interesting it is compared to other JRPGs, right? All that is still true. Music's great. Aesthetic's great. The FMVs are of probably the highest quality of any game of this era. All these things are true. I like the character writing, despite the fact that it's clearly like kind of bad. Right? The writing in this game is kind of bad. Not the writing, I'd say the localization of the game is kind of bad because that's just the era of game this is. It's kind of cheaply done, and it's a bit too literal because you see the word mitochondria show up like 80,000 fucking times, right? Like it's a fantasy JRPG explaining like fucking some sort of dark malevolent force, right? It's a JRPG. It's a JRPG with the aesthetic of science fiction, but it still has all the same tropes, which is fine because that's just how these stories are made, right? I'm fine with that, right? But you know, it's fine. I like it, right? All these things I said are true, right? Aya is a fucking weirdo because she's an amnesic protagonist who also needs to have a semblance of personality, but not too much that you can't self-insert as the character, right? All these things, right? These are just how these games are written, right? That's whatever. But holy shit, the Chrysler Building. I was not fully aware of how right I was when I said that the Chrysler Building makes this game worse. Holy shit, dude. And it's not even like the maze. It's not even like... It's not the mazes. It's not the combat. It's not how overtuned the bosses are because of its annoying. Like, no, it's none of that. But it's like every aspect of this super dungeon, this Chrysler Building, does something wrong, in my opinion, when it comes to designing a super dungeon like this. Number one is...
asks, is the Chrysler Building optional?
I don't like how it hands you a key for the floors that you have already beaten. When you beat the boss, you get a... I'm getting at myself. Is the Chrysler Building option? Yes. It is an optional New Game Plus dungeon that you can go through, and it's completely optional. It has some of the best. It has unquestionably the best gear in the game if you get high enough. If you care about seeing the true ending to the game, then I guess it's not optional. But I don't, which is why I said if I can't clear it tonight, then I'll just get the normal ending, and I could show off the true ending at some other point. The only criteria I gave myself is that I have to complete the game on New Year's Eve, because that's when the story itself wraps up. Okay, so there's that. So a better context, right? This, where is it? So take an example, right? This Chrysler Key 6, elevator key to 60th floor of the Chrysler Building, right? So you only get this key when you kill the boss that was on floor 60. And the reason why I don't like this, like I understand the reasoning of why it works like this. It's because if it worked the other way around, where yeah, you get this key that unlocks the next 10 floors of the Chrysler Building, you could be like, oh, well, I could just take this key, go to the elevator, take this key number 6 here, go to the elevator, and then go to floor number 69, clear that floor, and then immediately fight boss 70. I understand why, because that's the implication of why the boss gives you the key to the previous 10 floors, right? That's fine. But my issue with this, the way this works, is that during these random encounters, right, you get items that you can, would be useful, but not useful to you immediately. So it's like, okay, this happened to me actually when I was playing it. I'm at floor like 60, I don't know, fucking 65, whatever. Let's say I'm at floor 65, right? I have a full inventory. I'm hoarding a lot of junk because I want to give it to Wayne so that he can make me a super gun, right? The problem is, in order for me to get this junk to him, I would have to backtrack all the way down to floor I would have to backtrack all the way down to floor 60, find the elevator. By the way, floor 60, which would also have enemies in it, right? Which would also have its own random encounters, right? And then exit out the Chrysler Building, go to the precinct, then go back to the Chrysler Building, and then this key that I have, key 6, would take me back to floor 60. And then I have to take this randomly generated, by the way, these randomly generated levels all the way back to 65 where I was previously at. And then I can find myself in the same position. And I'm doing this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But I'm getting marginal benefit from it. I would have preferred if instead every floor you go up in the Chrysler building unlocks that floor. I mean, and here's the thing, I understand why it doesn't do it either, because it's like, oh yeah, if you could kind of like, well, okay, it's procedural generated. Okay, the procedural generation kind of goes against the, okay, but back up. I would have preferred rather that every floor you go up in the Chrysler building just unlocks that floor for you to return to. I just wish you would have done that. Because the floors are randomly generated anyway, so it's not like you can use your previous knowledge of the floor to just maneuver the maze in the correct way again, because it's random every single time, so it doesn't even matter. So the way the building works, the way the boss hands out the keys, you basically have to go up 10 floors every single time, managing your inventory. Especially if you're getting junk, because like especially getting junk that you want to give to Wayne, because there are only a few enemies in this game that actually hand out junk, right? And it's not at a rate in which you would expect it to be reasonable to hand over 300 pieces in one playthrough. And from what I've been able to tell, I don't know if it's true or not, but it certainly felt this way, that when you kill a boss in the Chrysler building, then it also despawns all of the enemies that were in the previous
At Amanda
temple.
Splat said what?
I don't know if that's true, but it certainly felt that way. Because during my little tourist talk, you saw me going through the building trying to spawn enemies, and no one showed up. I was there for like 20 minutes. I spent like an extra 30 minutes after stream, and it didn't nothing. So I don't understand how this game expects me to collect enough junk to give to Wayne in a reasonable amount of time in the playthrough. And I'm starting to think that it's not meant to be a reasonable amount of time. I mean, obviously, the Chrysler building is padding. All right, we all know it's padding, because without it, Parasite Eve is honestly kind of short.
Said, yeah.
It's short, yeah.
I was wondering
and
how that
I like
happened.
it because it's short. I'm not gonna lie. I like that it's a shorter JRPG, and I could just bang through in like a couple of days, right? I like that, and that's me like kind of like that was in my first playthrough. I'm just kind of like meandering a lot, taking in like the atmosphere and like just needlessly talking to people and like just looking for secrets and stuff, like a standard playthrough, right? And now it's like, and I cleared that in like less than a week, right? And I like that it's short. I do. So the Chrysler building is obviously was just padding that was added to the length of the game, right? Here's a secret bonus thing you could do on a New Game Plus, and yeah, I've already told you about that. So and that's fine. That's fine. But I get the feeling that the Chrysler building was made specifically for not to be completed in like a day. It feels like it was specifically designed to be something that you would slowly climb up over the course of like weeks or months, right? Slowly building up your resources to take on this challenge of the Chrysler building, right? Which is kind of bad for me because I wanted to complete it in like a couple of days. So I'm like, what, day 3? Because I still want to get enough junk to get my super done, right? Which may be a problem. What's the top floor? I don't know. Well, that's a lie. I don't know. I was looking up the Parasite building online, and I found the wiki, and I got spoiled for the final bosses. And I'm not gonna lie, I honestly am surprised I didn't see it coming. But it makes so much sense in retrospect, considering what you get when you beat it. And it's fucking cool, I'm not gonna lie. I want to play it because like, oh yeah, that would be a cool fucking fight, right? But I don't know if I'm gonna get to it tonight. I'm gonna be so real with you. I might have to do some extra grinding off stream in like the museum area. Hold on, let me. Just to show something off. So let me go to the save point. So, not including the times in which I died. If you see the time difference between these two, I spent 4.2? Over 4 hours. Not including the count of times I've died. I've died like 3 times, so that's like an extra, that's like, and for the sake of simplicity, let's say that's just 3 more hours. So I spent 7 hours grinding to get one shot by a boss at 460, right? So that's where I'm at right now. So I've decided that, wait, plus 2 offense. I only get that much from the. All right, I might as well show off my armor, right? So I found a mod that increases attack power. It's pretty good. There's this mod here that you automatically use items that cure status effects. That's pretty good. And I found this one that increases my item capacity by 4. This is the highest tier of this in the game. So that would be really good for like a new game plus when I'm at the beginning of the game, honestly. And what? Oh, I don't have that anymore. So in the dungeon, the Parasite building dungeon. So I have this, a double action, which let me do 2 commands in one turn. I found a triple action, one that lets me actually do 3 actions in one turn, which is absolutely amazing. I wish I didn't die. Anyway, I've also looked online and I found, I found out that every individual weapon and armor in the game has a different mod limit. So yeah, you can upgrade to add more slots, but there is only 3 items in the game that have 10 mod slots that you can upgrade to have 10 mod slots. One of them I don't have anymore. One of them is actually Torres's gun that you get in the police raid chapter. How the fuck was I supposed to know that, right? I didn't know. So that would have been useful had I known that. And the other one is a gun that you get like in the Parasite building, like right before, like I think I found it actually, but I wouldn't know because I wouldn't be able to cross-reference it because I fucking died. So, bleh. And the third one is a piece of armor actually that I did get from the Parasite building. I cross-reference it. It is the exact one I want. It's the ceramic armor 2. Yeah, ceramic armor 2 that you can upgrade to have a maximum of 10 slots. So right now I'm thinking about whether or not I should just run Chrysler Building right now to get up to the point where, yeah, I have my triple action gun, I have my ceramic armor, and I'm just gonna lumber all the way back downstairs these random ass dungeons and then take on the plot area. But I feel like that's a bad idea. So instead what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to first actually, bonus points. Put it in my magic resistance. I'm gonna need more magic resistance. So do that real quick. And then I'm going to just fucking go through the rest of the plot. I'm just gonna go through the rest of the game normally, and I'm gonna get the bad ending, and I'm gonna claim the game was beaten. I'm gonna end the stream, and then I'll just grind off stream until I get to the final area of the Parasite building, and I'll do that little bit like on stream, be like, oh yo, cool, check this shit out, and then I can do the true end, because I still don't know what the true end is. So that's what I'm doing. Where's the miss? Yep. So that's how I'm gonna handle this shit. All right. The warmth isn't kicking in. I'm getting diminishing returns on his alcohol now, so I guess that's my cue to stop. All right, I have all this shit now. Well, it's fine. It's fine. I'm only coming here to grind anyway. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And then I'll do the big boss. Well, I can't do the boss yet because I have another thing I have to do that's plot relevant. And then I do the boss rush. And then I end the day. And then I do the other boss rush. And then that's the end of the game. Hopefully I will run into any... Actually, I need to come around this way anyway. Because there is a... I think it's open. Actually, I have to search this area anyway, because there's a gun that I didn't pick up. There's a hidden gun I didn't pick up that has a double action.
At Amanda Splatz said, I believe in you, man.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm gonna do it, and I'm just not gonna stream the whole thing, because, oh wait, I don't have the clamp key? I forgot to get the clamp key. I feel like if I reset the game right now, it would take me less time. Okay, never mind. I need my gains. I need some fucking gains. Yeah, 3,000. But that's so much more than I was getting. Off a random encounter in the Parasite. I don't know why the EXP in the Parasite building is so low. I genuinely don't understand. What the hell is this? Alright, so I've been saying that the Parasite building is like 100 floors because that's what I've been told by people that don't... It's just what I've heard on the grapevine, right? Apparently it's only 77 floors. So, at the very least, at the point, I knew it was... oh yeah, these things don't do that. Sell junk? It's 77 floors, so I was at the nearing the end of the gauntlet, which would explain why that Queen Bee was so fucking tough. Because I was wondering, like, why is this so much harder than the last two bosses combined to a degree that feels mean-spirited. I'm gonna be real. Queen Bee, it feels mean-spirited, that's what it is. Like, if it wasn't for... Seriously, if it wasn't for that fucking super move, then the... Right, I have to go... I forgot. Clamp key, right? I thought I opened all the doors from the clamp key, but I did not, apparently. So I gotta go back and pick that shit up. I'm not heads in the fucking hands right now. At least I have some jump to give to Wayne, at least. Good old Wayne, good old Guido. I like that guy. Suppose, from what I've been told from the wiki too, by the way, you could, I wouldn't do this, but when you give him enough junk to make a weapon, you get to choose what kind of weapon that he gives you. But you can also just leave it up to chance. Like, you could just have him give you a random weapon, which also has a chance of backfiring and him giving you some useless shit. So, but of the stuff that you could choose to give him, I think if you just say, yeah, I think he also just... I don't remember. I think it's if you choose the weapon you give him, you should go for like a machine gun or a rifle, because I think those are best in class in the entire game. But if you go for like a random choice, then it's like, I forget. But some of the random ones are best in class, but also some of the ones you can choose are best in class for that type of gun. But I don't remember which one is which, and I honestly don't care enough to look it up again. Item. Just to be safe, I'm gonna get rid of my med 4s. I'm tossing these meds away. I don't need them. I don't need them yet. I want to save med 4 for like the actual dungeon. So that will make me use on med 3s. Cure M. I don't really need that. Chrysler key. You know, put the revive in there too. I don't need that. Yeah, that works. Alright. I didn't get the clamp key. Clamp key. Clamp key. There it is. There you are, you sack of shit. Just to be safe. You know what? Sword store item. There we go. Alright. I didn't give him a jump. The tunnel vision. Oh, the tunnel vision's kicking in real bad. Okay. Alright. Now, supposedly, if I just give Wayne enough of the super cards, he gives me something? Supposedly? I don't know. That was part of the week where I just started skimming shit. Because I already found the information I wanted. I was like, yeah, I'll just lightly breeze through whatever the fuck the rest of this is. So I didn't actually retain anything. But whatever. I was planning to give him all of them anyway, because although I did find out that if you give him a rare card, actually I think I showed this officially. If you give him a rare card, you get two notes. You get to add slots for 2 things. You can add 2 slots instead of 1. That's pretty good. Okay. hindsight, playing this during my downloading screen is probably not a good thing, because now I'm sick of this song. It's also a lie, because technically I'm not in day 6 just yet. But I will be. I should put it over 1, but I already committed to putting it over 3. So. Alright, time for plot. Door. Someone basically go to where I was when I was fighting the Triceratops. Not a rhinoceros. I don't know why I thought it was a rhinoceros. Something on the 4th floor? No plot relevant stuff, but I think there's a chest. Elevator door. Here it is. Full recover. Cool. I don't need it. I have a magic spell that lets me do that, so that's kind of a waste of a slot. I mean, I guess it's good if I have the, I have the auto-use auto-use cures, so maybe it's not bad.
Indulgent Huey said cheap viewers on streamboo.com removed the space at Z0PDP5 low.
Away and just wander around until I find the room well before, because like I said, I don't remember the layout. But I do know there are 2 very specific rooms I'm looking for. One that advances the plot and one where I find my hidden gun. That I'm only getting because there's double action. The double action is just worth it every single time. so here's what plot reasons. You know, I can pick up the extra gun off stream. It doesn't matter all that much. It's just a gun with double action, and I could just get rid of that. Something about that cutscene reminds me so much of Night at the Museum, and I don't remember when that movie came out. Extreme shift in tone and palette makes it look like it's not from the same movie. I believe that. Okay, yeah, so this is the other side of the elevator where that goo was going. Okay. Oh, here it is. It was here the whole time. I'm fucking stupid. Yeah, the M93. Sure. Anything in here? It looks like there should be something here, but there's not. Really nothing, huh? Okay. Nothing here. This is just the plot room. And now time for 10, 15 whole ass minutes of cutscenes. It's probably not that long, but it feels like it. There's Eva. There's Eve. She's pregnant. She's super... Alright, after the voice actors. Hold up a second. Okay. Aya, Eve, Aya, right? Eve! I will say this is a cool shot though. And Eve's like, bitch, shut your ass up, you're gonna wake the baby. What is that pose, Aya? What are you doing? I love that the pregnant belly kind of also looks like an eye. But that might just be just due to her navel. Eve's like, shh. Shh. Don't disturb the baby. And she goes to sleep. Like, what the fuck? Like, cool video. Doesn't transition into the next dialogue scene very well.
At Amanda Splatz said she's just a little bit gregnante.
She's a little bit of a lot of bit gregnante. She looks like a fucking meatball. Eve, it's a it's a wonder you've made it this far. So, are you going to congratulate me on this birth? What are you planning to do, Eve? Perhaps you can help me answer that, Aya. Why do humans give birth? Again, sassy villainess and not over godly, overseer, whatever. Aya. Maya. Wait, what? How's Maya relevant to this? Alright, the kidney.
At Amanda Splatz said, holy hell, my neighbors are shooting off fireworks at 7 p.m. I legit thought someone else got shot.
Oh man, Aya's feeling the bourbon too. And then she calls forth the slime. That's kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. Neighbors shooting up fireworks. Yeah, that tends to happen, yep. Ideally, I'll wrap up this stream before the fireworks start popping up. Okay, so how did Eve... Did they ever... Oh, wait. Yeah, how did Eve get her fucking pregnant ass onto the hand of the slime? Like, did she use her telekinetic powers or some shit? Like, how did... She was glued to that fucking... Not even glued, she was, like, wired into that chair. How the fuck did she get
And Amanda Splatz said that's a goopy fella.
Are you okay, Aya? Aya! Aya! Daniel, Maida, you both made it out okay? Yeah, how are you still alive after jumping out the second floor of this fucking building? Yeah, we barely made it though. Did you see that ugly mama? That was everyone from Central Park. What? Did you say Lorraine supported that thing too? I'm sorry, Daniel. Yes, it has become apparent as to what medication Marissa had been taking. What was she on? She was being administered immunosuppressants. Immunosuppressants? For what? Why? Uh-oh. Here's the story. Melissa had a transplant when she was a kid. Transplant? What kind of transplant? Oh, Daniel. What kind of transplant? Yes, it seems she got one of your sister's kidneys after Maya died in an accident. A kidney transplant? So Melissa got Maya's kidney? That means you're sisters! I don't know why that is a theme in so many Japanese games. It's like I didn't know filial piety? I didn't know filial piety followed the one drop rule. That's insane. If you got a single drop of blood of your sister in you, then that means that did I get that right? If you have a single drop of blood from my sister in your body, that means you're also my sister. The fucking hell, what is this shit? Your mother and your sister were donors. What? Really? I never knew that. How did you not know that? How did you not know that? You have Maya's cornea. How did you not know? Okay, moving on. Your mother's organs couldn't be transplanted after the accident. So Maya's kidney was transplanted into the young Eve. No, I'm sorry, the young Melissa. She had kidney failure. Oh, that's gotta suck. Kidney failure as a child, that's gotta be rough. Then Eve's kidney is really Maya's kidney? The intern that was present at the operation was, you guessed it, Hans Klamp. I guess it's Klump. I think it's a German name. Hans Klump. Our main man Klump wanted to become a doctor. The doctors that were present during the operation were all surprised, and they all screamed that the kidney was hot. It's okay. So I don't know much about being a doctor, but I do know that when you want to transplant an organ into another person, you put that shit on ice, right? So it doesn't decompose, right? It slows down the decomposition, right? So if you have an organ and it's like and it's hot like it came out of a fucking microwave, right? Shouldn't you not want to put that in somebody else? Now, to be fair, this is Hans we're talking about. He's Hans Klump. He probably planned this whole fucking thing, which is why he's the one that did it. But like, shouldn't the other doctors have been like, "Yo, you're not putting that in that girl," right? Right? I don't know. I wonder what a kidney tastes like, actually. Come on, do kidneys taste good? I mean, liver tastes good. And I'm not cannibalistic enough to answer that question myself. Then Eve is. It's hard for me to say. The original was present in Maya. Eve killed the host's brain, cultured the kidney, and obtained her own physical body. Then that's what happened to Melissa. In her case, the immunosuppressant drug served to act as a catalyst. In Japan, Eve targeted a girl who had undergone a transplant, a kidney transplant to be exact, and she was taking the same immunosuppressant drugs. Wait. Is Daniel saying this or is Maya saying this? I stopped paying attention. This was also that Eve would have a uterus to plant the fertilized egg. In order to transplant organs, it was necessary for the HLA type to match. It lives symbiotically with other cells, so it's necessary to take immunosuppressants to control the immunity and avoid rejection. Fuck, it was Maeda. Damn it. Alright. Well, while being controlled by Eve, Melissa felt her body change. But she finally got the lead part Miyako. If she had gone to a doctor, she would have been told to give up the part. So, in order to avoid rejection, she kept taking the drugs. And after taking so much, she was so weak that Eve was able to take over her physical body. And that is how she transformed into mitochondrial Eve. I was trying to make it more nasal, just like a science. So then, Maya is the original Eve. In reality, it's Maya's mitochondria. I love that line here to be like, okay, listen, Aya, that thing is not your sister. Don't get all sentimental now, alright? You need to kill this fucking thing. Who's talking? Do I need static for this? No, wait, he's on the walkie-talkie. Roger! Roger, commencing operation, sir! Captain. Alright, Captain. Finally! No, wait, I'm getting too into Baxter. Finally! The time has come to put our power to the test. Admiral. I don't know who's who, I'm not gonna lie. I guess Admiral's the guy on the right? Whatever, fuck it. Don't be so impudent, Lynch. It shouldn't have to come to this. Yes, sir. Forgive me, Admiral. Calling all fighter jets. We have just received permission to attack. Commence operation. Head for the Statue of Liberty. As planned, Helicopter Team 2 will prepare for Plan... As planned, Helicopter Team 1 will prepare for Plan 2. Team 2 will search and the rest will do their best to impede further advancement. Sir, yes, sir. And now we get a bunch of helicopters doing fucking barrel rolls through the city like assholes. But it looks cool, so who cares? What? Are you sure? The Navy's made their move. What? Wait, we can't allow this. We'll be repeating what happened yesterday with the jets. Sounds like that's too bad, Maida. Also, Also, wouldn't they know? Wouldn't they know what happened to the Jets last time? Wouldn't they kind of be like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't fight this fucking thing, this fucking genetic terrorism thing? Bro, what was that plane's angle? No! Lorraine can't be part of that thing! The huge creature, or no, those cells. That must be what Eve's giving birth. Why would Eve give birth in the middle of a fucking street? She was just in a hospital. You couldn't at least do it in a hospital? Like, where she's giving birth? Yes, the huge creature will act as a barrier to protect the ultimate being. 6 CGI stable period? Yeah. Well, kind of. CGI was stable period, but CGI of this quality is very specifically a, like, Square, Blizzard, Namco. Very few companies at this time had this level of CGI tech. Remember, Square's tech was so advanced they piled all their resources together to make a movie that bombed and forced them to merge with Enix. I love how dense these cutscenes are. Like, they're short, but they're fucking dense, because we gotta make every single yen count. Lorraine! Daniel, come on, man. The helicopter's coming! Very clever. Everyone duck! Cover your heads and... Very clever that they just don't have the helicopter on screen. They just have this guy walk out and be like, yeah, so I'm the guy that drove the helicopter. Very smart. I like that. I almost dropped my controller.
And Amanda Splat said F you for reminding me Final Fantasy spirits within existed.
Splats, dude. All of the crazy CGI that Square was doing throughout the 90s with the PlayStation was all building up the spirits within. Literally all of them. Because I think they either made or subcontracted a CGI company to kind of fund all their expensive CGI they were making. I forget the whole story because I don't care about Square all that much, but it was a nice rabbit hole to go down some odd years ago. Because like, oh yeah, why did why did Square merge into Enix? What was that all? Shit. There we go. Officer Brea, the NYPD, right? Ma'am, it's my duty to accompany you to the aircraft carrier. Accompany you? To the what? Oh, that's where it ends. Welcome aboard the Navy's pride and joy, the Nimitz. Is that real? I don't think that's real. I'm Williams. I command this ship. Sorry to have you come on such short notice. Hey, you better not put Aya in danger here. You, Tenet. No, it's more like a no, whatever. Tenet. You. Wait, hold on. You. Who do you think you are talking to the Admiral that way? It's quite alright. It's quite alright, Lynch. After all, he is right. What? What do you mean? You're the only one that can't be ignited by her. I'm asking you to get in our chopper and nuke the creature. Nuke the creature, by the way. Drop a fucking bomb on this thing in the middle of New York.
Carrier of the United States Navy and the lead ship of her class. One of the largest warships in the world. At Amanda Splats said for Wikipedia.
Oh, so it is real. That's pretty cool. In hindsight, I should have thought it was real because this entire game is basically Square being like, oh yeah, we went to New York. Check out all this cool shit that we found in New York. So I guess I should have seen that coming actually. Oh, hold on. Wait, hold on. I can't fly a helicopter. Not to worry. Not to worry. The chopper's been set to auto. She won't have any problems. So, she just needs to fire from a distance, where she can't be ignited. Unfortunately, the weapon needs to be fired at close range in order to work. And we cannot move that and we cannot move in that area since we will be ignited. Well, I'll do it. No way! You're not going up there! You're not going up there! Up there? Well, that wasn't a question mark. That was a whatever. Our fate lies in your hands, Aya. Okay, Daniel? That thing. That's not Lorraine. Do it for Lorraine too, Aya. Wait! Aya, please use this. Come on, man. We don't have time for that right now. I like that little giggle. Yes, of course. Aya, please be careful up there, okay? Of course. I'll be fine. I appreciate that she takes off her jacket to get in the helicopter. That's a nice touch. I also think that this is the closest you ever get to Aya's face in the in-game model. She has this nice little deterministic expression. I quite like it. It's quite nice. A lot of money. I don't think she ever shows that expression at any point in the game, so it might be unique for this scene only. Or maybe she has it all the time and you can't tell because of how the PS1 version is polygons. Who fucking knows? It's a mystery. Here they go, flying through the city like assholes. In choppers, no less. Not even fucking jets. They're doing these turns in fucking choppers. But look at how cool it looks, though. Somebody was a fan of Top Gun. Can you even fly sideways in a chopper? I know you can do it in jets because they're more aerodynamic. Can you actually fly in a chopper? The creature...
At Amanda Splat said she's a cutie.
Wait, who's saying that? The creature is ahead of you. Switch to formation 2. What's happening here? From the last battle, we were able to anticipate this attack. We're positioned this way for a reason. What do you mean? This is hardcore, by the way. Bam! They're all meat shields for her to get in. That's so fucking sick. We will act as your shield so that you will live to attack the creature. What? No! I'm not doing this without you. We're entering firing range. Prepare to attack.
At JPZ said wowzers.
Alright. Please, move away from me, now! We cannot abandon our duty. Besides, we are already within range. Yeah, it was a suicide mission from the get-go because they got too close. That happens. They combust. Right through. Wouldn't that gunk up the propeller blades? This is insane. Wait, hold on. This is insane. Since Christmas Eve, I put a curse on my own body. Why me? Why is this happening to me? I don't understand. But I don't care anymore. Cause Eve, I'm the one that will destroy you. Once and for all! Maya, I'll put an end to this and let you rest peacefully. $34, is that significant? Probably not. Missiles. Also, question. 1, that's really funny. But 2, how the fuck does blowing up this thing's head kill it? It's a collection of fucking cells. It's slime. It's not a Dragon Quest slime. It doesn't have a slime core. All it would do is just reform into a different shape and continue attacking. There's no like nervous system. Like what? Why is it dead? And yeah, look, the Statue of Liberty, it's crying. Look, it's like the thing that was happening in the start of the game where the Statue of Liberty kind of like it was crying, and now, oh shit, now it looks like it's crying again. It's theming. We did it! Well, technically I did it, but you know. Well, I did it with your help since you supplied the chopper, so I guess in a way you did do it. Well done! That was magnificent! Return to base, Aya. No, it's not over yet. We're not finished yet. I love that the chopper is like, because it's on autopilot, it's already going back, and she decides to just hop out the fucking thing. Oh yeah. Smug bitch. Aya, come back now! It's ow, fuck, itchy. It is too dangerous to continue. Return to base at once. We will plan. But will I save my progress? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. This is such an awkward place to put a sit. Fuck. I forgot to take Club 3 whatever. New save. Well, I'm only doing this for plot anyway.
At Amanda Splats said NGL Eve looking kinda hot.
Eve looking kinda hot? Yeah, she's so hot she sets other people on fucking fire, man. Were you not paying attention to the plot of this game? Yes, Aya, please, I need to give you... She hung up. Forget it. She signed off already. Gun. What does that mean? Greta? Okay, I'm gonna lose some shit here, but whatever. So it was you.
At Amanda Splats said yeah, I know the plot. Something something Chrysler building.
You know what? I'll allow it. Maya. That must be the name of my host. Let me guess. Your sister? Well, technically Melissa was the name of the... Wait, hold on. How does it go again? So Eve made herself pregnant with Melissa, who got the transplant from Maya. But that doesn't mean that it's Maya's butt. Okay. We're getting into the filial piety bullshit. Okay. You have the ability to evolve. I guess this is meant to be a younger, less mature Eve, who's like more of a person than like... Okay, let's see. You have the ability to evolve. Why take the side of a doomed species? Humans aren't doomed if my mitochondria has the ability to evolve. Okay, right, okay. Humans aren't doomed if my mitochondria has the ability to evolve. It'll evolve to get rid of you. Wait, how did she laugh? I don't remember. Whatever. Laughter. Love that sense of humor of yours, girl. Why is it that humans kill? Food, shelter, greed. Those are the big three, really. Humans kill other creatures, and they even kill their own kind. Every creature does that? Have you looked outside a fucking window? What are you talking about? We have our reasons, and you sure are good enough reason for us to kill. And work on your comebacks, are ya? Laughter. All organisms have something called a territory. This territory is guarded from natural enemies. But until now, humans had no such natural enemy. No, humans have had natural enemies. There's a reason we took... Just because we escaped the food chain doesn't mean we don't have natural enemies. If we do not have our tools, our technology, the conveniences that we have used that have allowed us to basically take over the world that's the dominant species, if we don't have those, and we go back to nature as what the hell is that? Hold up a second. Oh, dude, this armrest is falling apart. Yeah, but no, when humans go back to nature without their tools, they are immediately once again kind of at the bottom of the food chain. We don't have... In the wild, we had our ability to make tools, and we had endurance that we used to aid us in yes, tool making, endurance, and teamwork, basically, because humans hunt in packs, right? I don't know if they'd call packs groups. I guess humans hunt in groups, right? But without those three things, a human is basically a prey animal. We are prey animals that have adapted to become predator animals. And then we took over the world. That is what has allowed them to prosper to this point. You beings must think of your prosperity as history. I mean, it is, yeah. But you're wrong. We mitochondria have lived within the human being, and we have allowed you to prosper. What? Laughter. We mitochondria have made you create the perfect environment for us. Humans have come to rely on civilization and have lost touch with innate physical abilities. Can't you see that it's the perfect scenario? Yeah, humans have become weak. They've relied too much on convenience, lost touch with their roots, that whole thing. Nature versus nurture, right? Eventually, people will forget about the troubles, and they will lead cushy lives that will make them weak. And then when the troubles happen again, they will not be able to handle it. What's that saying? Hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. Basically that. What? Then you're saying that humans were kept alive for the mitochondria's sake? You humans just served as transportation vehicles for us. Transportation to where? What do you mean? Vehicles to transport us to the time the mitochondria would become free again. I mean, I don't think of transportation as time related. More when I hear the word transportation, I think of that as time related, not distance related. So I mean, I think of it as distance related, not time related. I mean, I guess it's technically grammatically accurate. It just sounds a bit weird. Laughter. But you see, the vehicles are no longer needed anymore. From now on, the mitochondria will become human beings and will rule this earth. How much would change, really, honestly? Alright, haste. Shot. Huh. You know, something about this design reminds me of Gungrave. Oh shit! Oh, okay, never mind. End of phase 1. Laughter. I'll give you points for trying. But enough of this nonsense.
Said lol ground and pound.
Wasn't even a ground and pound. She picked up Aya and just stabbed her with the other hand. Watch and learn what evolution really means. I guess I should be more emotive since this is a more immature Eve. Somehow I didn't catch that. Because technically this version of Eve was just... Oh yeah, right, the second form phase. I'll have to cross-reference this design, or rather these final designs with Eve and cross-reference them with Genova from Final Fantasy VII. Because I completely have not played it. Hey, Ow! Fuck! I should... Just to be safe, I should use first thing was actually... re-raise. I love that I could just interrupt your super move with like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna do my own shit real quick.
At Amanda Splat said I was gonna say Eve's first form looked like Sephiroth's one-winged angel form.
And again, right there, that's a super move, right? Unavoidable, you just have to tank it. And even though I did use my berry to tank it, I still get the defense debuff. But again, this is the final form of Eve. She's your Virgil. It makes sense for her to have an attack like this. I'm fine with it. I'm not fine with some random fucking bee having this same type of attack. Okay. I don't understand. No. You can't wait. How does this work? No! You can't be our natural enemy? No! Don't worry, Eve, I don't understand it either. This plot has devolved into nonsense. Oh no, she's woozy. Oh, this part's super fucked too, where she like breaks apart. It's so fucking rad. Hair wings, gone. Arms, gone. Shattered like glass. She drops like a sack. Drops like a fucking bird. Bam. And then she melts. Ooh. Kind of brutal. I dig it. She fucking melts. And you see her actually melt. It's so cool. There must have been some mitochondria that underwent a different type of evolution. Think about it, Eve. Eve. Anyway, boss dies in a cool way. I like when the boss dies in a cool way. Liberatian. 3,000 bonus points. Save progress. You know what? Fuck it, sure. 5. Fuck it. Eve's first form looked like Sephiroth's one-winged angel form. I don't know what one-winged angel looked like, so I'll just take your word on that. I love this song. I love Piece of Remain. Aya, come on!
At Amanda Splats said Rip Eve. She died doing what she coved. Being hot.
Yeah, when you're right, you're right. Aya, what's wrong? Ha! You were great, Aya! Shows that only my partner can pull it off, huh? Yes, Aya. I'm relieved you made it back safely. Why the hell did Eve have to bring all this to the Statue of Liberty? Because the ocean and what it symbolizes. The sea is the mother of all creation. This is where she wanted to give birth. I guess? Dun, dun, dun. If you don't mind, I'd like to have some time to myself. You know what? I appreciate that even though Daniel is a divorced single father, he does still love his ex. Which at least implies that the breakup... It implies that the breakup was kind of mutual at the very least, I feel. Or it was more like a Daniel was married to his job kind of thing. I appreciate that he still cares. Or at least I appreciate that it wasn't a bitter breakup, I should say. But again, I don't know if that's just how the localization team interpreted it, or if that's how it actually was, because, you know, you don't know. Well, I don't know. Somebody knows? Not me. I don't fucking know. Dun, 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 dun. Everyone else has been guided inside, miss. Guided, why'd I say that? Everyone else has been guided inside, miss. Admiral Williams is on his way here. Wait, this other wrong door. It's this one. This one right here. Heavy fucking. No need for this anymore. You take it. Keep it as shit. No need for this anymore. You take it. Keep it as a souvenir, huh? Yes, thank you. Also, Wayne is Italian now. I've decided that he's Italian now. Wayne came all the way from the precinct to see you. Yo, Aya! I'll be outside. The smell of oil makes me, rather queasy. I knew it! I knew you could do it! When I heard... when I heard that you blew that thing to bits, I had to come over here. I fucked that one up. Everyone's saying you're the #1 cop in New York right now. This accent's falling the fuck apart. Hey, what's wrong? Hey, Aya, what's wrong? You killed that thing. Aren't you happy? I guess you're in shock or something, huh? Yeah, you're probably tired too. I'll take I'll take the things that are in your way. So you rest up now, you hear? So I have to write so. I don't get another opportunity to do this, so I better give him this shit right now. Okay, first things first. Wait, I don't care. This is my stream save. This is gonna be my actual save. I'm not thinking shit. At the very least, I should just give myself a little room anyway. I think if I remember correctly, I think the rockets become the new ammo for Maeda's gun. So just to be safe, I'm absolutely cram this crate full of rockets. Yeah. M9, throw that shit in the garbage. Itemu. Yeah, you know what? I'll take all these meds. Fucking kiss. Why did you take the car? Why, Analog? Why are you doing me? Why are you fucking me like this? You know what, fuck it. Hey, as a souvenir for blowing evil, I'll engrave your name on any weapon. Choose a weapon and honor. Or is that, wait, was that him saying that, or was it the narrator saying that? You know what, fuck it. It's been great being on this cruise, eh? Gotta tell my mom about this. Was that it? Yeah, that was it. Okay. Alright. Boss Fountain Guy, give me my shit. Well done. I have received some supplies from Admiral Williams. Please make use of whatever items you need. Honestly, I don't need any of these, honestly. I mean, I'll take the cures. I'll take the cures, fuck it. I'll take the cures. I don't even remember what I can get inflicted with by the final boss. Probably everything, honestly. So to be safe, I'll just take all of it. Give me all your shit. Yeah, okay. Oh, hold up a second. So I know for a fact that this model of Aya is different from the one that was in the cutscene because you need to have different. Because when the camera is farther away, it switches to a different model to save memory. So this is clearly a different model, but it looks like her expression is different. So that one that was in the cockpit probably was just a unique expression that was made for that cutscene. Which, you know what? Also another flex of money, as Square was known to do at the time. Alright, time for more cutscenes. Yeah, some Christmas, huh? Tell me about it. Again, very cleverly showing the helicopter off screen. Sorry we're late. We cannot approach the creature without confirmation of its death. Wait, we cannot approach the creature without absolute confirmation of its death. Your help was greatly appreciated. Please, rest inside. A citizen... Oh, fuck. What's going on? This... What? What is it? You're scaring me. That huge creature that was the mitochondrial... That huge creature, what... Fuck, wait. That huge creature that the... Okay. That huge creature that the mitochondria was creating was... I love it because that's the same sound effect that's used before a fight happens. Very clever use of... very clever reuse of a sound effect. That's the battle sound. Like, it couldn't have been the uterus for the ultimate being. No! There it is. Immediately cracks the egg and everything goes up in fucking flames. Is this a Kid Buu situation? What the hell is that? You've gotta be kidding. That is the ultimate being. We didn't make it in time. What are these explosions? The mitochondrial energy must be out of control. The power level's too huge. His number's too big. To the point where it's causing these explosions. We will escape by helicopter. Please follow me. Guess all we can do for now is run. Aya, come on. Aya, what's wrong? I have to take care of this.
Said, "Oh my god, it's the baby from Jetta's stage."
Aya, no! Don't worry about me. I'll be back. Please hurry. Shut up, man! Aya, please cut it out with the voodoo stuff already, huh? We can't be wasting time. No, Daniel, please. This is different. It's not the voodoo stuff. Hurry, please! You two should go, now! Aya, you're coming back no matter what, you hear? Dude, it's the baby from Jetta stage. Oh yeah, the fetus of God. You know what? It damn well might be the fetus of God, now that I think about it. I'll have to double check it. Yeah. And it plops out on the fucking floor. And then it crawls in a, this is very clearly an adult in a mocap suit kind of way. But whatever, it's fine. It's you and me. Who's gonna be the one to make it through? I love that she's just got her aimed, trained on this fucking fetus. That's the question. Man, Aya, your one-liners fucking suck. Does barrier persist between fights? I don't remember actually. Ah, yeah, the explosions. A million tiny explosion particles. It's still so satisfying all these years later. Not that I played this game years before, but like that specific era of like, okay, we can't have a big explosion, so we'll have like 800 small ones. Is it growing? What's happening? It's continuing to evolve, Okay, so my meter trends. Ooh! Where's my haste? Ooh! Wait, if I haste, I might be able to make it. Fuck it, can I bury it? Never mind, just focus on haste. Oh! Again. Fucking Frieza over here. A little bit unfortunate that this big boss version doesn't get a CG cutscene, but I get it. This is the mature being? Since if I get low enough, I'll use my focus. So I might as well do this. I still don't understand how that works. I appreciate the ball sack tail, the butt ball sack tail. I don't know how that works. I think I have to be far enough from the center, but also far enough away from the edges. Yep, there it is. There it is. That's the shit that the honeybee does, except it takes like 3 times as long as and other shit can go. You know what? I'll end it with a lip read just for. Oh shit! I'll save it for a lip read just for dramatic trauma. But I also like it. Wait, is that what that does? It didn't do any damage. It did actually just freeze my... Oh, I see. I understand. Not all of it. Okay. I'm not gonna use Liberate to be cool. I thought, okay. So I'll just use Energy Shot instead. I wanted to end it with Liberate for dramatic purposes, but I couldn't do it. And then it transforms again! You thought it was the final form, but it wasn't! It's this fucking thing. Looks cool. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's still growing! No, wait. Is it still evolving? How many fucking did I go through? More than not enough. So the funniest thing about this boss is that if you just have haste and you just move around, it literally cannot hit you. It's meant to hit you while you're aiming to shoot at it, but if you never stop moving, it doesn't matter. But you have to stop so you can shoot it. So bam, bam. Oh no, it's only doing 1 damage. Ow, that hurts when it does. Yep, there it is. You can tell it's the end of the fight because the ads just disappear. I know you want to continue living. After all, you were just born. But I want to live too, like all other human beings. And here we get. Damn, there's no end to this. If only we could get this to iron. What are those? They're bullets with iron cells in them. How does that work, by the way? How did he make those? Did he take the blood sample and just smear them onto the fucking magazine? Like, how does this work? So that's what you were trying to give me. But I think it's too late. There's nothing we can do. Stupid! Give them to me! Huh? And here you get Daniel's fucking hero moment. Oh man, Aya is winded. She's almost given up. The thing's continuing to evolve and attack. But Daniel jumps out the fucking chopper. Gets ignited. Boom! He's like, yo, Aya, catch! Tosses the fucking mag. Boom! And then Daniel falls into the ocean, which puts out the flames. Maybe? I don't know how salt water affects fire, I'm not gonna lie. Also, it's winter and it's New York. That ocean has to be fucking freezing. Daniel would have hypothermia and hyperthermia at the exact same fucking time. That shit, well, whatever. He landed in the water, so he's safe. As per JRPG rules, if you land in water or in a bush, you're safe from all harm. Aya, Daniel! This is from later?
At Amanda Splat said, holy crap.
Wait, did it automatically switch weapons? It does. Oh, that's cool. So let me check out Amanda. I know that
Amanda Splat said Daniel was a real one.
Ammo crate, bucket crate. But where's the special bullet? Maida's crate. Okay, you know, that's what the charm turns into. Right, the charm turns into the crate for the special bullets. Maida's bullet crate. I appreciate, you know what? I kind of appreciate that it just automatically. Oh Jesus, I'm actually breaking. I'm so fucking strong that it's actually breaking the 999 bullet cap. I thought there was a 999 damage cap, and there is not. That's kind of funny. Because when you're in your first run of the game, these bullets will do 999 damage, which made me think, oh, that's the bullet, that's the damage cap. No, it's not. Apparently it's not. And then it just breaks apart. It's so fucking cool. Breaks apart and melts. It's so fucking cool. Daniel! But it's not dead. And now you have to have your survival horror moment where you run away from the big monster that can kill you. Oh my god! I need to stop this. There's gotta be something in this cruiser to get rid of this. Okay, so if I took too long to read that text, it would have actually killed me. This thing persists between cutscenes, which includes door opening cutscenes. No, but this thing is a one-hit kill. The engine room! Okay, run your ass over there. If I had to guess, I would assume this scenario right here is why I cannot use haste outside of combat, because it would make this section too easy. Also, very important thing to take notice here is almost every room in this area has a different camera angle, so it's important to take half a second to like kind of get your bearings as to what direction you actually need to run away from, because if not, you're just going to end up running into the monster and dying. Actually, considering how fucked my analog stick is, I might actually die in this segment, because certain angles will just have her walk instead of run. What's the solution to this monster? You blow up the fucking ship. If the boiler pressure shoots up, I can blow this ship to bits. Again, if a single fucking atom of this thing survives, it can just reconstruct itself. Do you know where we are? We're in Hell's Kitchen. You know what? You know what, you can have that one. That one's alright. Don't fuck me on this. Do not fuck me on this. Oh, this is.
Amanda Splat said that survival horror fixed camera is the real final boss.
And now it evolves. It's gaining immunity to decomposing. Oh shit! Run! Oh my god, fucking run! Oh my god, run! Fuck! Ah! And now I have to do this whole boss rush all over again. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Give me a second here. Controller settings. Controller settings. Digital mode. I need to use that D-pad for this. That was it. Game over. Do it all again. I did go switch to digital mode, right? I didn't save it. There we go. Hi-ya. Okay. And now I have to go through all this wonderful, unskippable cutscene and unskippable dialogue. I mean, the cutscenes are great. I'm not gonna deny that, but like, oh yeah, losing to the boss and having to go through all this shit again kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Cheers. Ah! Oh god, it's warm now. That's worse. So okay, here we go. So that's how we run. All right. Boss fountain, give me shit. I guess I didn't need the, you know what, I guess these cures are for giving to Wayne to hold on for the New Game Plus. I guess that makes sense. Ooh. Okay, so something I learned here is that oh wait, hold on a minute. Does D-pad Aya have a different control scheme than analog stick Aya? Because the angle in which I was running was not exactly one-to-one to where the camera was located. So I'm gonna have to experiment with this. I'm gonna experiment with digital mode, with digital D-pad movement Aya real quick. I'm not gonna have time to do this because I'm gonna have to like have a boss rush immediately after these cutscenes. But I think oh well. Wasn't the fact that like there's all this fucking slime in the ocean even after this thing pops out mean that the ultimate mitochondrial being could just reform itself after a certain amount of time due to how fast it evolves? I wonder if the Parasite Eve movie had any of this bullshit in it. Probably not, because it's a movie and not a video game, but what level of escalation was there in the actual movie compared to the book, compared to this game? You know, I think about that sometimes.
At Amanda Splats said all the way back to the baby?
You have to do the whole chapter again. This chapter is exclusively the boss, the final boss. And if you die to the boss, you have to do the whole thing again.
Amanda Splats said, wow, foo this game.
At least it's short. I mean, yeah, these cutscenes take a while. It's like, I don't know. I'm going through all this, I don't know, it's like maybe like 6 minutes. But it feels like a long 6 minutes. And these cutscenes are unskippable, by the way. Because Square wants you to appreciate this fucking FMV. Yeah, fuck, it's just haste. I have more than enough meds. I'm so used to using the analog stick, I'm not gonna lie. So this feels nice. So maybe it's just So that's unavoidable, I guess. Got it. Did my haste run out at that time, or did it actually remove my buffs? Fade to white for impact, of course, classic. I love that these introductory cutscenes just XYZ scale the model up to show that it's growing. Ow. Damn it! form. Well, the one before the final form with its pulsating ball-sack tail. I am genuinely shocked that they got away with that. I guess because, like, well, it's on the backside, so it's not typically ball-sack tail. Like how they got around it, but that's crazy. Okay. Okay, no, I just have to be aware from this. Because the edge of the explosion make it look like it hits on the up close and up far, and you have to find a perfect spot in the middle, but apparently that's just not true. Learn something new every playthrough, I guess. Oh, shit! Wait, where are my revives? Wait, what? I was too careless. You know what? That's fair. I just wanted to power through it and not care, but I wanted to DPS it, alright? Apparently I shouldn't have done that. What the hell? Do I have to turn digital back on? Oh, it went back to analog mode. That's weird. Okay. Alright, time to watch all these cutscenes again. Okay.
At Amanda Splats said, imagine getting through the final boss rush and then sneezing or dropping your controller or having to itch your nose during the big chase and having to start over again.
Yeah, that happens. I mean, somebody, not me, but yeah, I could see that. Take the revives. this a save point? That was a save point. Should have paid attention to that glowing red fucking dot. I didn't realize this was a save point. All this time I didn't realize that was a save point. Fuck, dude. Well, that only cuts out half the cutscene, so. Wait a minute. During the chase scene, can I actually save during the chase scene? I feel like I wouldn't be able to because the animation of her picking up the phone took such a long time. I feel like I would die in that cutscene. But I'm gonna try that next time.
At Amanda Splats said so WR.
Do. You know what? I miss stock sound effects in video games. It's kind of low rent, not gonna lie, but it adds a charm to video games that I can't quite explain. Of like just B stock effects and B movie effects. Something about it. I don't know.
At JP's it said real.
I mean, the sound effects are there. You have a sound library, why not use it, you know?
At Amanda Splats said spending more time with Goofy Bab.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, this Bab's gonna have a sudden case of SIDS real quick. Or is it? Not SIDS. What was the other one? Not a stillbirth, because. Wait, is the tail supposed to be the umbilical cord? Wait. Whatever. That's crap. I got mixed. I went the wrong way. Liberation! It's almost like it's the chapter's name or something. The true form of I am. After the mitochondria takes over, she becomes a fucking angel thing. Angel very fucking kinda cool. Oh shit! I thought that would end. So, one issue I've always had with the setting of this game is that, yeah, it's all about the mitochondria and shit, but like, Aya just shoots bullets. It's not like it's a special gun or anything, it's just a normal gun. Not this part. This part, this block color part has special bullets still, but before all this, Aya was just shooting these things with normal guns. So, couldn't anybody do this and just shoot them? I mean, yeah, they'd be a lot. I mean, they'd be faster and stronger than most individual people, but they're still vulnerable to bullying, right? So, So here's a question. Do I attempt to save while being chased? Do I try it out now, or do I go through this bullshit again? You know what? I'll beat the game first, and then I'll see.
At Chris_Tooley asks, does she have a Super Saiyan form, Choco?
Yes. Unironically, yes. You only get to see it when you use the ultimate spell in the game, Liberation, where she transforms and hits the enemy 7 times, because, you know, Final Fantasy 7, right? But that's really the only time you see it. It has a unique model and everything. It's really cool. It's a shame you don't get to get an extended look at it.
At Chris_Tooley said nice.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm holding straight up, but I'm going up at an angle, so I guess the direction I'm going is dependent on the environment and not the camera.
At Chris_Tooley asks, not 6 times? Is it 6 or is it 7?
Yeah, you're fucking zoomer meme. It's 7 times, because this game is technically not a spin-off, this game is technically a beta of Final Fantasy VII. Much how, like, Onimusha and Devil May Cry are like betas of Resident Evil 4. It's that same situation, but with, supposedly the best JRPG of all time, so, you know. And that was it. All I had to do was go through that one hallway and that would have been the end of the game. But I fucked up at the critical moment because of the fucking cutscene. But not the cutscene, my thumbstick. And again, cool. How does this kill the thing? Because I always assume that these things and the slime work by cell rules, or if a single cell survives, it can just reshape itself because it's the mitochondria evolving at an accelerated pace, which is just science fiction bullshit, right? Couldn't it actually combine with the water and create like a fucking SA2 chaos Chow Zero situation? It's finally
At Amanda Splatz said 07.
I don't understand. Why do I have this power? It's because Maya is inside of you too, Aya. What? When your mother and your sister died, they transplanted a part of your sister in... Wait. Yeah, no. When your mother and your sister died, they transplanted a part of your sister into you. Into me? Yeah, when you were 7. It's like Final Fantasy 7, do you get it? When you were 7, you probably don't remember any of it, but you were born with a defect in your right eye.
Chris Thuley said you want to fight a boss that's the size of the ocean? Feels like a bad idea.
Right eye? How the fuck does Aya not know this? Surely there would be medical records. Like, how the fuck does she not know this? That's because it's made up. Then, what I saw when I touched Eve was... It said that when you have an extreme experience, what you see then is branded into the cornea. But this hasn't been scientifically proven. Yeah, so that's the reason why Aya has been seeing visions of Maya's ghost as a child is because Maya's cornea in her right eye. It's fucking dumb shit. That was Maya's last memory? That was the last thing she ever saw?
At Chris_Thuley said she forgore her eye surgery, lol.
Yeah, Aya forgore a lot of things, apparently. I say that she's an insomniac protagonist, but I actually don't know if that's true, because it's never been officially stated in the games, as far as I can tell. But it would make a lot of Aya's mannerisms make more sense. Because remember, Final Fantasy VII Beta, Aya is supposed to be Cloud, and Cloud's whole thing's that he's amnesiac, right? And amnesiac schizophrenic, right? That's his whole thing. As for the mitochondrial that was in Aya's body, I think it underwent a different evolutionary change than Eve. By living symbiotically with Aya's mitochondria, it still possessed Eve's power. From there, it evolved to the point where it could live symbiotically with the human nucleus. The typewriter, Tafon, and that headlight on the car is kind of messing me up a little bit. Me and Maya, our mitochondrial power. Starting with the internet in Japan, and now with this, I wonder if this is a message to all mankind. Message? What kind of message? How can I explain? If the Earth is a single human being, we humans that invade the Earth become like viruses out of control. We, in essence, are upsetting the natural balance of the body. This is definitely utter destruction. No, we're not that weak. You see, humans are, in essence, parasites. You can say that we are parasites, and the world is a host. Look, the sun's coming up. I don't see it. There it is. There's the backgrounds. There's this F&B. I got a little bit worried there. Alright, this shit. The most, in a game full of confusing things, this is the most confusing thing. Come on, Aya! Oh shit, I didn't read it. Thank you, Ben. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, so, to book in the game, they're going back to the opera where this whole shit started a week after genetic terrorism. I'm not too good with these social things. Bah, not me. I love these things. Oh shit, with Christmas Eve, we have to make up for Christmas Eve. That was the thing. We have to make up for Christmas Eve. Keep in mind, the only reason Aya wanted... This is my first time, so I'm nervous. That's cause with Aya, she's dressed up and pretty. What? No, that's it. Of course not. It's starting, shall we? Yeah, so keep in mind that the only reason Aya went to the opera was because the string of fate actually pulling her to see it to kick off the entire events of the game.
She had no interest in opera before this, but it's like,
yes, Dangiro Ben Ale Tante. They better hurry.
I'm not paying attention to this shit. I'm sorry.
The rest of it must be pretty crowded. Yes, that's probably it. What's wrong? You seem tense.
Oh, now it has manual skip.
You fucking yes, of course. What? Oh, well, since I'm going back to Japan tomorrow, I might as well.
Cock blocked by a fucking child.
Move, Maida. Yeah, all right. Made it in time. I'm sitting next to Aya.
Sorry, we're late. Shot his shot and he fucking missed. How did you miss? You were like 10 inches away. How'd you miss that fucking shot, man? Jesus. And now it's this thing again. And there's not Melissa. Father, please give me permission to marry Eva. Eva. I forget if it's Eva or Eva in this context. I'm assuming it's Eva. It could be. I forbid it! You know well what will happen if you do. Those who succumb to her beauty all die in horrible ways. You don't understand! She is the one that has suffered after the deaths. Men die, women most affected. She is evil! God, grab her! And burn her at the stake! Woo! Oh no, it's gonna repeat of the first of the game. No, it's not. Father! I could have done it. If you are sentencing her to death, then I ask you take my life along with hers. Edward. Cheers. And that's the last of that. Ice in the bed. What? Oh, right. Yo, sit the fuck back down. We know that a week ago, this led to an incident that could have wiped New York off the fucking map, but you're messing with the play, alright? I still don't understand the context of this song within the context of this play. It makes no fucking sense. I wonder what play this is based on, actually. Or if it is and they just made some shit up. Also, how did they replace the entire cast of this play that were burned alive in, like, less than a week? In the same fucking place, no less. You know, between the Eve incident and this shit that's about to happen, I don't think Aya should listen to opera music. Aya became the new mitochondrial Eve. Although instead of burning people at the stake, she just seems to mind control people. So I guess she has an army. Is she like a fucking cordyceps? How the fuck does this work? I mean, you're not, it doesn't matter. Whatever. It's the bad ending. And in order to get to the good ending, I have to go through a hellish super dungeon that I will do at a later date. I'm not doing that shit tonight. I'm already sick of it. I spent so much time grinding and I lost so much fucking time with this shit. I'll do it later. Based on a concept. Oh yeah, fucking Sakaguchi worked. The Gooch worked on this.
At Amanda Splatz said she truly was a Parasite Eve.
She really was the Parasite Eve. So that's the end of the game. And I get my ball. I'll have to make a new save file. I still want to see if I could. I'll record it if I do it. Whereas if I could save while I'm being chased by the final one-hit kill boss. Battle creature program, battle design, battle script, battle effect director, battle effect programmers. Soshi Sonoda, Tatsuya Yoshinori, Manabu Daishima, Hiroyuki Ikeda, Motoharu Mochi Tanaka, Yasu Kurahara, Mieko Hoshino. Menu graphics. This shit looks like a... The menus in this game look like dev menus, I'm not gonna lie. But they're really clean, so I like them. CG movie programmer, tutorial design, tutorial graphics. Chrysler building programmer, Sean Terrace, you can eat a fucking dick?
At Chris_Choco
Choke on a
said
bouquet
my
of
favorite
dicks,
part was
you
when Aya
fuck.
looked in the camera and said, "It's Parasite Eve time."
You say that as a joke, but that is kind of what happened. That's actually what happened, actually. During that scene at the docks where Maida was talking about how human beings are parasites. And how, whoop. Oh, okay. I thought these atmospheric sound effects, I thought something was happening outside for a second there. What was I talking about? Right, yeah, no. The whole
At
conversation was about how
Chris_Tuli said
Aya is the
LMAO.
parasite. Whereas if Melissa or if Maya is the mitochondrial Eve, then Aya is the parasite Eve because Aya's a human and humans are parasites. Right? That's where that conversation was going. Hey, it turns out Aya was the parasite Eve the whole time. Kimberly Liptrap, what a fucking name. Holy
At
shit.
Amanda Splat said the final boss was a dude though. The Bible says it's Parasite Eve, not Parasite Steve.
To be fair, we don't actually know if the... Okay, technically speaking, I believe it was explained that Eve was pregnant with Melissa. I think that's how they did it. Melissa was the host, and then Eve took over. Parasite Eve took over. No, mitochondrial Eve took over. And when she became pregnant, it was with... I forget who Swimmer was, but was pregnant. But it was pregnant with Melissa, who was the original host. So technically speaking, the final boss was Melissa. So it's female. So it technically was... Well, no, Aya's Parasite. Melissa, mitochondrial. Tech support, Eric Tsai. CGI Supervisor 5 Mark Window, James Satoru Strauss. James Satoru Strauss, what a fucking name. Matt Rose, Will Cox, Autumn Chip, Jason Rose, Matthew Welker, Leslie Nichols. I thought this said Sandra Barbarian for a second. James Doran, Beavers, John Grower, or Grower. Victor Wong, Eddie Wong, Julia Tom, Randy Tse, Yami Yu, Satoshi Sakami. This song's nice, actually.
At Amanda Splats said Melissa, of course. Melissa with the glowing green Balzac.
Well, it's Melissa's body after all of the parasite it's Melissa's body, yes, but it's after all the mitochondria took over and mutated. But it is still Melissa's body. Unless Melissa's sex was changed in utero, so was the fetus, so maybe? But its final form was a fucking alien, so who knows? Translators and interpreters. We need to go back to calling local actors interpreters. They don't do much localizing. Movie sound. AG, AJ. Wouldn't it be EG and not AJ? Señor Modesta, E plus R. Sleepers wake, loud sounds the warning. Okay. Something. Whatever, this song's neat. T-Jam Records, Tetsuya Moriguchi, Shari Gendelson, Toshikatsu Ichima, Satoshi Kisei, Machi Ibe, Toshi Tanaka, Ichiro no Naka, Kirue, Hiromi Masura, Hiria Matsu. Square Soft Localization Management.
At Amanda Splat said, I will admit I'm intrigued to see the real final boss.
To be fair, it may not be the real final boss, because there is a good end, but I don't know if the good end changes the actual final boss of the game. All I know is that there is a good end, and what you saw was the bad end. That's all I got for you, man. Like I said, I'll do the good end on stream, but I'm not streaming myself going through the fucking price of them again. That shit was terrible in every sense of the word. It's not fun to play and it's not fun to watch.
At Chris_Tuli asks, all hell no. A randomized final dungeon with 77 floors.
Yeah, but I got to
At
floor 60.
Chris_Tuli asks, all hell no.
I got
a
to floor
randomized
60 at
final
least,
dungeon
so I just
with
need to polish
77
off.
floors.
I need the floor 70 boss is a piece of shit. But I got to the floor 70 boss. So if I can kill the floor 70 boss, I could do a trial run where I go kill the 77th boss off stream, and if it's feasible, then I'll do it. I don't know if I might be able to. Oh yeah, my bonus points. I get to carry these into my next game. And which is why you want to, or rather why it's been more beneficial to invest bonus points into your equipment than investing it into yourself, because at least if you invest your points into the equipment, you can take that with you to the next game. Your stats are not saved in between games. When you start a new game plus, you go back to level 1. So all those points that I invested into active time and item capacity, those are just gone. Those are gone. Yeah. Check it. Select slat. Fuck it. I'll put one all the way down here. I don't know if I'm actually going to use it for anything. I might just get rid of it later, but for now, I'll just put it there. See? Round 3. Level 1. HP 45. Time 17 hours. Insert disc 1. You know what, game? I'm going to not do that. I'm done. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, I do not have a plan. I do not have a plan after this. I still want to continue streaming, but I don't know what. But also, this entire stream is like themed around Parasite Eve, so you know what? I'm gonna take a break.
At Chris_Tuli said,
I'm gonna
GG.
take a break. I'm gonna end this stream, and then like I'll give myself like a half hour. At like a half hour at most, see how I feel, get some food in me and stuff, and I'll see if I could stream something else. You know, at least for the New Year's, right? Who else? Who is live? Oh yeah. Yeah, right, Malone's doing a thing. So I'll send you all over to Malone. Good old Cara Malone. Where's the... Here we go. Copy video Earl. There we go. Send the link over here. It should work, right? I keep forgetting if I could sing Link to Castellan.
At Choco _
Hell yeah,
Minato,
yeah.
send a link.
Cool. And if you're on Twitch, is he on Twitch actually? I know he's on Twitch, but is he streaming on Twitch? He should be. Okay, he is. Control C. And if any of you are on Twitch,
At Amanda Splats, said Atsu Choco.
what the hell? I can't. What do you mean not supported by Twitch? What the fuck? Wait, did I get logged out of? Wait, did my Castle Labs log me out of Twitch? Why can't I send this link? Hold up a second. Widgets, no, not widgets. Settings, accounts. No, I'm logged into. You know what?
At JP's it
I'm not
said
gonna
thank
argue
you
with it.
Choco,
I'm
it
not
was
gonna argue with
fun.
it. I'm too tired. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Okay, I'll just do it manually. Where is it? It's not here, not here. Here it is. Okay, so if I do this. Oh, Jesus. That's not gonna work. Hold up. Yeah, no, that is the wrong link. Wrong hyperlink. Give me a second here. This should work. Right? Yeah, there it is.
Choco _ Minato, send a
Wait,
link.
did I? Well, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna bother. There we go. Okay. There's my log. Alright, that's the end of me. For now, at least. It says, been Choco Minato. Flavors forgetful fanatic. Reminding you. Oh, shit. I forgot to. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, god damn it. Wait, so that works, but that does. I'm gonna have to fix that. Right, because when I had to zoom in on the thing to. Okay, yeah, I have to fix that. Okay. The aspect ratio is all fucked up. Whatever, this has been Flavors Forgetful Fanatic, reminding you that time is the only currency that you cannot refund. So anybody that spent your time here, an hour, a minute, second, I don't care how long, I want to thank you, and I want to tell you not to cash out too early, alright? And for the final time. Well, maybe not the final time. I don't know if I'm gonna theme me getting the good into Parasite Eve as a Parasite Eve stream. But at least for now, peace to remain because I love this fucking song.